There are certain people who can walk into a room and change its emotional climate in an instant. Their presence carries a weight of mysterious, unshakable force that compels attention but also stirs discomfort. These individuals aren't necessarily cruel or unkind, but their truth is raw, their boundaries unbending, and their aura rarely easy to handle. When you befriend someone like this, you're not just forming a connection, you're stepping into an emotional pressure chamber. They may charm you at first, but time will reveal the intensity of their inner world. And for the unprepared, that intensity becomes overwhelming. Some zodiac signs are wired for this kind of difficult brilliance. They don't water themselves down for comfort, and they don't mask their inner complexities to fit social norms. Instead, they walk through life like live wires, electrifying everything they touch. If you've ever had a friend who could elevate your mood one moment and leave you drained the next, who could read your motives with unnerving precision, and who demanded authenticity above all else, it's likely they belong to one of these signs. Which ones, you ask? Keep watching to find out. And while you're here, drop your asterisk date of birth and zodiac sign asterisk in the comments, maybe even your city. Let's see which signs gather the strongest energy this week on asterisk Zodiac News asterisk. One of the signs most often described as a difficult friend is Aquarius. Their unpredictability isn't a temporary mood or a passing quirk, it's part of their identity. Aquarians live in their own mental atmosphere, one that doesn't follow common rhythms. Even those closest to them can feel like outsiders, constantly trying to decode a language that never stays the same. Their emotional intensity hits unexpectedly. One moment, they're wide open, intellectually sparking with you in brilliant conversation. The next, they've withdrawn entirely, unreachable in their internal world of ideas and intuition. They aren't cruel, they're just unbound. Aquarians refuse to be confined, even by love, loyalty, or trust. If they sense their independence is threatened, they will cut ties swiftly, with little explanation. Their friendships operate on complex, often silent rules that reward emotional intelligence and punish emotional dependency. And while their analytical minds offer insight and foresight that can feel otherworldly, they also create pressure. You must always be alert, anticipating their shifts, and ready to reorient your own expectations. This can make any relationship with an Aquarius feel like walking on the edge of a brilliant, unpredictable storm. They test patience without even realizing it, often expecting others to keep pace with their rapid evolution. And yet, their charisma is undeniable. Aquarians attract not just through their intellect, but through the very distance they maintain. Their emotional coolness becomes magnetic, but beware, it's easy to confuse their deep gaze for intimacy. In truth, they're scanning for signs of control, manipulation, or weakness. If they find it, they vanish. And so, friendship with an Aquarius isn't impossible, but it demands a rare combination of adaptability, strength, and emotional independence. If this resonates, hit that asterisk subscribe button. Asterisk to stay in tune with deeper truths. We don't soften the stars, we just read them clearly. Capricorn follows as another sign whose friendship can feel like both a privilege and a challenge. On the surface, they're calm, composed, and deeply reliable. But beneath that steady exterior lies a calculating mind that doesn't miss a beat. Every conversation, every interaction is noted, filed, and mentally analyzed. With Capricorns, nothing is ever random and nothing is ever truly forgotten. They don't express emotions the way most people do. Their care comes through action, consistency, and an unspoken expectation of mutual effort. They're not quick to bond, nor do they crave attention or perform affection. In fact, most people who try to become close to a Capricorn are met with an invisible wall. It's not cruelty, it's caution. They guard their inner world like a fortress. And once inside, you'll find high expectations, silent assessments, and a quiet but relentless drive for excellence in themselves and in you. They demand stability, depth, and purpose in every connection. Anything less feels like a waste of their time. Even their loyalty comes with conditions. You must earn their trust, not through flattery or emotional display, but through quiet reliability and emotional resilience. Capricorns don't tolerate chaos or inconsistency. They're strategists in life and relationships, often seeing the long game while others chase short-term comfort. They test people not with games, but with standards. The pressure of those standards can be intense. Friendship with a Capricorn is like walking a disciplined path. If you slip too often, they won't confront you. They'll simply step back. No arguments, no second chances, just a gradual withdrawal. That's what makes them hard to befriend, and even harder to keep. They are a mountain, stoic, timeless, and immovable. But if you climb carefully, patiently, and with respect, you might find a rare loyalty that stands against any storm. Midway through, a quick reminder asterisk. Asterisk, if you value this kind of zodiac clarity, tap like. Asterisk, asterisk, so the universe knows you're listening. It keeps the stars aligned here, at Asterisk Zodiac News. Asterisk, now, let's talk about Gemini. At first, they're easy to love, quick-witted, sociable, seemingly carefree. But underneath that lightness is a labyrinth of dualities and shifting moods. They can light up a room and then disappear emotionally the next moment. Their world is built on contrasts. Openness followed by detachment. Support followed by silence. Excitement followed by emotional shutdown. They adapt quickly. Yes, but that very fluidity makes them hard to anchor. To be friends with a Gemini, you have to be fast mentally, emotionally, and intuitively. Their minds move in multiple directions at once. They analyze everything, often in silence, testing the people around them through subtle cues and sharp questions. They notice things you didn't realize you were revealing. And while their charm is magnetic, their inner world remains protected behind a wall of wit and spontaneity. They hate repetition, loathe routine, and will retreat at the first sign of emotional monotony. Attempts to tie them down, predict their next move, or impose expectations usually fail. And the result? Confusion, exhaustion, even emotional distance. Friendship with them demands not only understanding but a Jillian ability to shift perspectives. Stay curious, and never take things too personally. For those who seek stability, Gemini can feel like a whirlwind. But for those who can dance in the storm, they offer unmatched excitement and insight. Virgo, in contrast, brings an entirely different challenge. Their world is ruled by order, precision, and an unwavering need for control. Emotions are dissected rather than felt. Conversations are measured rather than spontaneous. With Virgo, nothing goes unnoticed. Not your words, your tone, your silences, or your inconsistencies. Their gaze is clinical, often unsettling, and it sees through excuses with surgical sharpness. Friendship with Virgo is never casual. You will be studied, evaluated, and tested often, without realizing it. They don't confront with drama or outbursts. Instead, they distance with chilling clarity. One mistake, one broken promise, one careless word, and you might find yourself gently but irrevocably erased from their life. They don't argue, they simply move on. And yet, they care deeply. Their loyalty runs deep, but it's earned through consistency and emotional discipline. They are not moved by sentiment. They are moved by integrity. And if you fall short of their ideals even unintentionally, it's difficult to regain their trust. Their friendship can feel like a constant exam. No praise, high stakes, and little room for error. But for those who meet their standards, Virgo offers a mirror of truth, a rare, transformative connection that challenges you to grow. Then there is Cancer, who seems soft until you discover the steel beneath their warmth. They don't explode when hurt, they retreat. Their silence speaks louder than words, and their absence is more painful than any confrontation. Cancers live deeply in the emotional realm, but they don't always express it openly. Their sensitivity makes them both incredibly nurturing and devastatingly reactive. Friendship with Cancer is never certain. They remember everything, not just what you said, but how you said it, how you made them feel, and who showed up when it counted. They crave closeness, but fear vulnerability. They want loyalty, but often test it through silence, mood swings, and emotional withdrawal. Asterisk, asterisk, cap like asterisk, asterisk. If you've ever felt the deep weight of a complex friendship, and don't forget the asterisk. Asterisk, subscribe to Zodiac News. Asterisk, asterisk, where the stars never lie, and the truth is always written in the sky.